Welcome back. US aviation major Boeing is actively eyeing the India market for their wide-bodied aircraft. I caught up with Dinesh Keskar, Senior Vice President, who spelled out the India strategy for us.
As everybody knows now, India is the largest growth market in the whole world. And the reason for that being is we have people, middle class is very big, the discretionary income is very high, but the three fundamental parameters that matter in India, which is the fuel price, the exchange rate between US dollar and the rupee, and the capacity balance between supply and demand. These three things drive that. And fortunately for now, all the stars are aligned in the right direction. Everything is working out well, and that's why we think the growth rate will continue to be great. And as we look at the next 2-3 years, we think growth rate in excess of 15% is a given. But over the next 10 years, 10% is definitely going to be very important. And that is what makes the whole difference in terms of why India is the best market in the world today in terms of growth.
Sure. Also in terms of, specification that airlines are asking from airplane makers, has that changed over the years? And, what do airlines really want out of an aircraft?
Sure. Well, what do airlines want? They want what their passengers want when you and I fly, right? So they are looking for airplanes like the Dreamliner, which Air India is flying today. What does the Dreamliner do? It has features like larger windows, lower cabin altitude. That is giving them an experience of flight which is unparalleled to anything today. So they came to us and said, give us something that makes us differentiate compared to our competition. So we try to innovate and do the airplanes that are the best. And other thing the airlines want is how do I continue to reduce my cost, because there is a pressure on yields. Nobody is paying a lot of fares, okay? You and I want to fly very cheap prices the best I can. And so that's the only thing given is a cost. So they want to minimize the cost. And those are the two biggest things every airline wants. So if you look at our airplane lineup, which is the 737 MAX that is coming up, both the maintenance cost and operating cost is low. We look at the 787, same thing. And our all-new 777X, which will come at the end of this decade, 20 to 25% lower cost of operation. That's what the airlines want.
Sure. Mr. Keskar, as you spoke about Dreamliner, I will have to ask you, where does the delivery lineup stand right now? And also in terms of looking at other buyers, have there been any active interests that have been shown, especially when it comes to Dreamliner?
So as you know, today we are fortunate in India because there are 23 Dreamliners operating from Air India. We will deliver them 4 more before the October of this year. And Jet Airways has already ordered 10 787-9s, which will come at a later time. And I think this airplane today, again, offers the best passenger experience like I talked earlier about. And in addition to that, it also gives airline the ability to make money, more money than they can ever do. It also has the range to fly non-stop to US, which opens up new markets for that. In fact, the Dreamliner has opened today over 130 new city pairs, which were not possible before. The new airlines in India, such as Vistara, which are currently they're under 020 rule, but they haven't reached the 20 airplane rule. If you look at the wide-body market in India, we are predominant in that market. We have majority. All of Air India's wide-body is Boeing. Majority of Jet's wide-body airplanes are Boeing. So we think we have a great chance to quote them with our wide-body airplanes like the 87 and the 777 in the future when they are eligible to fly longer distances. We think they will continue to use regionally the 737, A320 type airplanes, but for long-haul airplanes like to London, to Australia, to US, we think we have a great chance with our wide-body market.
Finally,
European aerospace major Airbus is known to have supplied several hundred military as well as civilian aircrafts to India. The company now wants to focus on a new emerging area, that is helicopters, both in the civilian and the defense space.
The opportunities are massive in India because when you consider that in mature markets like in North America or in Europe, North America, you have more than 1,000 helicopters, flying for air ambulance service. In Europe, 500. So clearly, we are just at the beginning in India. And when you see the population and the welfare state, which will increase, yeah, there is a big potential.
So have you made any changes to your product to basically cater to the Indian needs? Has any design aspects gone in keeping India in mind in this product?
No, it's really off the shelf. So this is the beauty of this platform with a platform, and you can reconfigure from passenger transport, to any type of dedicated missions.
Okay.
But this one is really specifically equipped for emergency medical service.
Any inquiries that you have got so far regarding this product?
Yes, many. Actually, Aviators Rescue are starting with a first batch of 3 helicopters, but deployment will be several dozens, all over India over the time.
Can you share with us the kind of market size that you see in the civilian space as of now?
So the helicopter market in India is 270 helicopters or so. We have 1/3 of market share. But over the past 5 years, we were capturing, half of the new deliveries.
Right.
But it is true that now we strongly hope that the new initiatives in terms of regulations and facilitating, new use of helicopter on the civil market will really boost, new sales, because unfortunately the market was not so active over the past years. At least not active at the size India can expect.
On the military side, what kind of opportunity does Airbus see in the helicopter space?
The opportunities are huge, when you consider that the expression of interest by the armed forces to renew or to complement the current fleet can exceed 700 helicopters in different class of platforms. 3 new segments or campaigns are worked out by under this Make in India initiatives.
Right.
And you know that Airbus is fully committed, to India for local production, and this is what we propose to the Ministry of Defense and the Armed Forces, with the full support, of having activities and technology, more expertise, here in India.
British defence major BAE Systems has secured some of the most lucrative defence contracts in India, which includes the supply of the advanced fighter jet called the Hawk, as well as the M777 howitzer gun. The company wants to focus on Make in India by tying up with more Indian companies for core production of defence platforms.
Well, our India strategy mirrors our strategy around the world. We're used to partnering with other governments and companies, whether it's United States, Sweden, Australia, Saudi Arabia, all sorts of places. We've been making aircraft here with HAL. We've been making aircraft with HAL for over 70 years. We made around 1,000 aircraft with HAL in India. And this aircraft behind me is Advanced Hawk. And this is something that's going to be designed in India, made in India, and exported from India. So that's our strategy. We do that everywhere. It's been very successful for us as a company. Globally, we're 100,000 people in lots and lots of markets, lots of sectors. And we're looking for partners here in the cyber area. We've got a great partner here in HAL with this aircraft. We're a great partner with Mahindra on the M777 gun and other things we're looking at with them. So we're open for business, we're open to partner. It's what we do, and we've been doing it in India for a long time.
Right. Let's talk about the joint venture that you have with Mahindra. It's regarding the M777 howitzer. How has it progressed? When do we see the first deliveries coming in? When do we see the plans to manufacture those howitzers come in?
The program was awarded to us end of last year. We got the contract this year, and we have a request from the Indian government to have 2 evaluation guns here very quickly. So we're working on that within a matter of months. In that time, we're working up with Mahindra exactly what they're going to do. We've also this week signed an offset agreement, so that is now in place. And so the Mahindra relationship has taken quite some time to put together. But we're very happy with Mahindra as a partner. We work well together. We've bid for a number of things in the past, and we'll bid on other programs with them in the future.
So what all projects in the future would you want to participate in? Of course, the Hawk program is a successful example. Perhaps the the howitzer program will again be a successful program. What are the other programs?
Well, there's FICV as well, the combat vehicle, is very interesting to us. It's something we're partnered with Mahindra on as well already. And when that program is in a position to go, then we will launch a team on that. So we're interested in this behind us. The Advanced Hawk would be the successor to the Hawk that India currently has. Were a twin-engine MMRCA requirement to emerge, then we would of course want Typhoon to be back in that race, and that's something I wouldn't rule out at all. We have one of the best-selling aircraft in the world, most capable aircraft, achieving very high availability in a number of areas where it's been deployed. We would like Typhoon to come here, and that's also another great Make in India opportunity.
Right. So since you have two important joint ventures, one is the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and the other is, of course, the Mahindra & Mahindra joint venture. Would you be open to have more joint ventures here in India in the future to participate in defense programs?
Yes, no. We're very much interested in future joint ventures. I think the next area that we could really do well in is cyber. We provide an awful lot of cyber services both to UK and US government as well as other businesses, particularly the banking sector, insurance. And I think that's something we could really transfer a lot of good capability and technology to India through a partner.
That's all we have for now. For all the latest news and updates, stay tuned to CNBC TV 18.